In the heart of China, among ancient temples, Silk Road trails, and modern skylines, another story quietly unfolds. One of faith, culture, and perseverance. Islam is not foreign to China. It has been a part of its soul for over 1,300 years. It arrived not through conquest, but through trade, education, and friendship along the Silk Route. Today, over 24 million Muslims live throughout this vast nation. Their story is one of quiet strength, devotion, and resilience. But behind these numbers, who are China's Muslims really? Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you and your family with barakah. Before we begin, comment where you're watching from, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Islam's Light. Let's spread the light together, inshallah. Muslims account for approximately 1.7% of China's population, or around 24 million people, but their presence is far greater than statistics indicate. They are ethnically diverse, including Hui, Uyghurs, Kazakhs, Salas, and Dongxiang. The Hui primarily live in Ningxia, Gansu, Hunan, and Qinghai, while the Uyghurs inhabit Xinjiang. Every figure tells a story of faith that has endured for centuries. But how do these communities keep their faith alive across generations? Many Muslim families teach their children their first prayers at home, rather than from books. Elders teach them through stories, daily routines, and kindness. In small towns, young boys and girls attend Quranic schools after regular classes, where they learn to recite verses and understand their meaning. Faith becomes part of the daily rhythm, not an obligation, but a living identity. Mosques are a living cultural heritage throughout China. The Nyojia Mosque in Beijing, which was built over 1,000 years ago, continues to welcome worshippers on a daily basis. Its wooden architecture combines Chinese design with Islamic beauty, symbolizing harmony. In remote villages, smaller mosques host prayers, weddings, and community learning sessions. Faith and daily life coexist in this environment. Yet, Islam in China isn't just inherited, some people discover it anew. Conversions are rare but deeply personal. Some embrace Islam through friendship, study, or the quiet pull of spiritual truth. A young man in Shanghai once said, "I found peace not in words, but in the prayer mat." Each journey adds a new voice to the centuries-old story of faith in China. In every province, Muslim communities act as extended families. Mosques host youth programs, charity drives, and Quranic lessons. Elders guide, while the youth organize, bridging tradition and modern life. It's faith in motion, lived through service and compassion. For Chinese Muslims, faith starts at home. From dawn prayers to shared evening meals, Islam influences rhythm and values. During Ramadan, fasting brings families and neighbors together. In the face of rapid modernization, these traditions provide stability, discipline, and a sense of belonging. In every home, women are the quiet guardians of faith. Mothers teach children their first verses, grandmothers remind families of tradition. Through patience, prayer, and strength, they sustain community values. Their faith is lived softly but powerfully, shaping generations without ever standing in the spotlight. Education has always been central to Islam, and in China, this is no exception. Islamic schools teach Arabic, Quranic studies, and ethics alongside modern subjects like science and mathematics. Parents remind their children that knowledge is both worship and empowerment, but faith isn't only learned, it's celebrated. Ramadan, Eid al-Fitr, and Eid al-Adha are moments of unity and joy. In cities and villages, families gather to pray, share food, and give charity. Laughter fills courtyards as children wear new clothes and elders exchange blessings. Festivals strengthen identity and remind everyone that faith thrives through togetherness. Muslims in China have faced trials for centuries, including wars, migrations, and change, but their faith has remained unbroken. Patience and perseverance, rather than protest, are what define resilience. Through community ties, family strength, and spiritual conviction, Islam continues to endure quietly and beautifully. Muslims contribute to society every day in a variety of professions, including teachers, doctors, traders, and farmers. Their values of honesty, charity, and discipline improve local life. From halal restaurants to small businesses, Islam is practiced through hard work and generosity. The new generation has new questions. How do we strike a balance between faith and technology, tradition and ambition? Many young Muslims find strength in digital communities, which allow them to connect with people all over the world. Faith evolves, but its foundation remains solid. Culture is transmitted through language. Mosques teach Arabic and Uyghur scripts, in addition to Chinese. Elders preserve their identity through poetry, song, and storytelling. Each verse and word connects generations to faith. Zakat charity lies at the heart of Islam. Chinese Muslim communities quietly support schools, hospitals, and the poor. Even small donations reflect deep compassion. Faith in action becomes the bridge between belief and humanity. In bustling cities like Beijing and Guangzhou, Muslims navigate a fast-paced world while maintaining tradition. They pray between work hours, fast in summer heat, and teach values to children growing up in modern classrooms. Faith adapts, not by changing essence, but by guiding every new step. Through pilgrimage, education, and travel, Chinese Muslims remain connected to the wider Ummah. Digital platforms now link communities from Ningxia to Mecca and from Xinjiang to Istanbul. Global awareness blends with local devotion, a harmony of faith and culture. Islam in China is often misunderstood. It is not isolated nor foreign, it is a living part of Chinese history and identity. Faith and citizenship coexist peacefully. Understanding begins when we see beyond headlines and listen to real human stories. From ancient trade routes to modern skylines, Islam in China stands as a testament to faith's endurance. It has shaped hearts, nourished families, and enriched culture for over a millennium. This is not a story of difference but of harmony, resilience, and hope. Faith endures. Culture thrives. And the story continues. If this story inspired you, share your thoughts in the comments. Faith unites hearts across nations, let's discover that unity together.